the items you're about to see can be purchased on my eBay website at Whitney Labrie Events. Hey everybody, it's Friday. I know, it's weird to have this on a Friday, but I am out of town, and so I thought it'd be better to do the show on Friday this week, so that way if there was something that you wanted, the shipping wouldn't be really too delayed. So I have a really good lot for you guys today. So the first thing I see, of course, is this really bright green rug. It has a very high pile. It's incredibly soft. It is like a 70s avocado green, and you know, I'm in love with it. I'm in love with it. It just feels really nice as far as the pile. It's nice and soft. And then it has this really extra long fringe on the ends. Here we have a fireplace. It is a wooden fireplace. What I like about this particular fireplace is it's pretty simple, so it can be modified and painted to really be anything that you want it to be as far as style goes. But it's just a real simple, traditional looking fireplace. I've got a white metal chair here, just a single chair. I don't know if it went to something, so I guess we'll see as we get to the bottom here. This is a hall table by Classics, a common piece, but this one almost looks brand new. And I love the two-tone. I love the dark with the white wood. Very pretty. Moving on, I have a little baby armoire here with the dresser drawers and the wardrobe side by side. Now it has been painted pink with light blue handles, and then someone put on a little teddy bear applique on the door. The interior is not really painted that well. The outside is done much better, and there is a signature on the bottom of the person that painted it. All right, here's another white metal table. These metal pieces, you have to look really carefully to see if any of the metal little swirlies have been broken off. Sometimes they have so much detail on them, it's really hard to see if there's any damage when you first look at them, so you kind of got to go over them nice and slow. But this one does look like all the pieces are there and nothing has been broken off. This fireplace here, I'm going to guess that it's Bespaq. It is this really pretty walnut finish. The finish and some of the detailing on it is making me think Bespaq for sure. The label isn't there, but there's something about the finish and, of course, like I said, the detail on it that is very Bespaq-like. I mean, it could be JBM, but I really haven't come across any JBM furniture in any of these lots that were all associated with the same dollhouse shop from a couple years ago, so that's why I'm thinking Bespaq. And inside of it, there were a couple little fireplace accessories here. This was a surprising piece right here. It's a entertainment center, and I thought it was wood because it does look like wood, but when I picked it up, it's incredibly heavy, and on the back it says entertainment center, and I was like, oh yeah, it is an entertainment center. Probably a 90s based entertainment center, because see how small the center area is for the television. Obviously our TVs these days are really big, and we usually don't do these enclosed entertainment centers anymore, but it does remind me of the poltergeist bedroom that I did recently and the build out. And I thought, wow, this actually would have been a really great shelf for a kid's room for toys, or even for a shop or a store or something like that. Again, very heavy resin, and none of the shelving move. Okay, moving on. What else do we have here? Another chest of drawers, 5-drawer chest. This is probably a town square miniature chest of drawers. It's in beautiful condition, no issues. All the drawers pull out lovely, and it's in great shape. Here we have another hand-painted item, a little baby wardrobe. This one is in blue, and it has the ABC blocks on the front with little pink knobs that someone has definitely painted. One of the armoires opens really easily. The other one is probably swollen, I imagine, and so I'm having a hard time opening it. So I probably won't, because I don't want to break it. Bottom drawer opens easily. Just a little bit of mini hold, a little bit of dirt, easy to remove, obviously. So that's pretty cute. And then it has this little hand-painted toy box also matching in the blue and the pink. The label on one of these pieces says 3-piece, so I'm guessing there may be hopefully another piece that goes with this. We'll see in the box here. Here's an unlabeled armoire. The way that it's stained, it makes me feel like this is a manufacturer stain. I don't know what the brand is on it. No hardware has been put on it, and there's no like glue remnants that make me think it ever had hardware. So this could have been also maybe even unfinished Bespaq. They do that, and maybe someone did stain it, so I'm not sure. But the condition is nice, the integrity is good. There is a small flaw in the front door of the stain. On eBay, I will point that out as to where it is. Moving on, I have a store display counter. The plastic windows in it have yellowed, obviously. That's pretty yellow, but I did notice on the back side that the shelving does look like it can be removed. I don't know if it was intentionally made that way, but it does look like that would be a pretty easy thing to replace if you wanted to do that. And then this is just a little purple bathroom shelf with handmade beaded display items in purple and white. Here we have another display piece here, another store display counter. This one, the plastic sheets in the front, the fake glass fronts have not yellowed, and it's in that really nice addition. This one, it does have the little gazebo on the bottom, so that means that it's a town square miniature. It's in good shape. It just needs a little bit of TLC, a little bit of cleaning. This piece right here is a really pretty cherry finish buffet type of a furniture piece. It is missing one door pull, so it's a little confusing to me because it has hardware that you would typically see with a Bespaq piece, but the finish isn't really quite right, and the details of this piece are not quite right either. It's a little bit of a less expensive version, and so my guess is that this is maybe Sterling Hall, which was the precursor basically to Bespaq. So it might be that. The other thing is, see, it's got a nice back and a good tape on the back. That's the manufacturer tape for that mirror, but a lot of the newer Bespaq pieces had more of a velvet back. Not all of them, but a lot of them did, and that's why I'm thinking maybe Sterling Hall. However, if you do recognize this piece as a different brand, please let me know in the comments. I would really appreciate that. All right. And then here is a metal table in black. It's like a thinner metal. It's not, like we typically see those white metal furniture pieces. This is a little bit different. I mean, it is metal, but it's thinner. It almost has like a laser cut feel to it. But it is neat that it's black because you typically don't see. It's not as common as obviously the white metal. Generally speaking, it's in good shape. Just has a sticker residue on the top. But other than that, very pretty. And of course, we don't have to keep it black. You can spray paint it any color you want. I grant you permission. All right, here is a shelf unit here with a blue front on it, and that blue I think is actually a match those baby pieces that we saw earlier. So let me just see. Yes, it is. So I'm guessing this was the 3-piece set right here. So shelf, armoire, toy box. Here is a wicker mirror and basket. Looks like a hanging basket, maybe for flowers, and you've got a mirror on it. This is a handmade piece, and it has the name brand on the base. It's by Joan. I've had some of her stuff before. She does really well. I'm guessing it's a she. This brand does really well with this handmade wicker items. Very pretty vintage wicker items. And then right here, I can see out of the corner of my eye, there is a vanity, and it's also by the same maker, Joan. So very cute. Again, vintage wicker pieces. This vanity is super cute. Little mirror, and again, paint it whatever color you want. Here is a Shackman piano with the music box inside. It has paper keys and a nice walnut finish. Overall, it's in good shape. So let's just see if the music box works. And it does. So I would say that it just probably could use like a stain pen to run across the edges, but other than that, nice condition. Now I have all of these little bistro chairs. It looks like someone took some fabric remnants and sewed up some little handmade cushions that are fully attached. I'm sure that if you know what you're doing and you can sew, you could probably remove those and put whatever color you want on them. The base of one does have a small repair to it. You can see that someone re-glued the leg at some point. The glue is just slightly yellowed, but it's a good gluing. It's not coming apart or anything right now. All right, now we've got a plastic top to something that looks like a tabletop. And here we've got this really pretty metal white bistro table, but that doesn't really go on that. It looks like someone just probably had it placed there. I'm guessing that these two pieces go together too. So, you know, it could go to something else, and then this tabletop is in there in the bottom of this bucket. So I'm going to put this aside and we'll see. But otherwise, the base of this table is really pretty, good shape, no damage to it. And the only thing about it that's kind of interesting is it's like 12 scale, but just seems a little tall. Of course, I'll have the measurements and the ruler on the listing for it on eBay. Okay, so I don't know what these are. I don't know if they're plastic, I should say. They're very light. They do feel like plastic, but they're almost made to look like stone. And probably what I'll do is, I think in the last video where I had some questions about some items and what they were made of, Charles Perez, if you're listening, had mentioned that I could just take a little pin and kind of heat it up and place it maybe like on the bottom of an inconspicuous spot. And if I can smell what smells like plastic when I put the little hot heated pin to it, then it's plastic. And so I'm probably gonna have to test this to see. But otherwise, they're very cool. They have a very Asian inspired look to them. And I am curious though what they're made out of. Again, they're very lightweight, like a plastic. They've got that really shiny, like a real sheen to them. They look like, you know, marble or something like that. Obviously they're not marble, but they do look like they're some sort of lightweight stone, but I think they're just plastic. Another white metal table here with a center design, which is really pretty. Looks like all the swirlies are there. Everything seems to be intact. I love this little chair right here. It is the epitome of adorable. I mean, it is so cute and pink. It's got a bow and the ribbon running through it and this adorable little pattern on the seat. And it has a ribbon trim on the back. And then they even put a little piece of material on the bottom of it. And they didn't even need to do that little added detail, but it's super cute. Overall, great shape. And I don't see pink wicker that often, so this is really fun. Now here is a Mark's little Hostess trifold screen or quadfold screen, and it has an Asian inspired motif on it, but unfortunately is in two pieces. And I'll work on it and see if this is something that just clips back together, but it does kind of appear that it may not, and it might just be a broken and needs a pin or something. So there's that. And then this is a resin piece, like a little mannequin with lace, and it's very cute with a little hat. Looks like a little lace dress, and it would be really cute in maybe like a dress shop window or something like that. Here's a little gold table that someone has added some bells. No whistles, just bells. A little lace, glued it around the edging to add some cute little trim. Now, it's not very tall. I would say that this can maybe be used as a tall coffee table, but it is too small to be like a 12 scale dining table. Here we have another white wicker chair with the tall back. I love this kind of chair. My babysitter had one of these when I was a kid, and I just had to always sit in it and pretend I was a queen or something. Here is another white metal piece. I've never come across this before, and someone took it and they added all these really fun details to it. So by itself, it's really cool, but then someone added like this burgundy and mauve ribbon and some floral all around the edging, and it has the bird cage, of course, hanging on from the top. You could open the bird cage door, and then someone has added a bird in there. The bird is kind of laying down, and so I think with a little bit of tweezers, you could just manipulate it and put it back up. But it does have these little cute flowers and a little mini hold right in this area here, so I'm just kind of trying to remove that. But good shape, beautiful piece. I mean, you could easily remove that ribbon and add your own colors to it, but it's kind of nice the way that it is. I'm not typically attracted to this kind of thing, but I don't know, over the years I just think I've learned to appreciate different things for different reasons. Here is a very cherry fold down trestle table. It's not very big. It almost has, when the sides are down, it reminds me more like of a sofa table as far as the size goes. But this would certainly be a fun piece, and the legs do fold out really nice on either side. Overall, nice condition also. Very, very cherry in color. The hinges are also in good shape, and no gluing issues that I can see. All right, this piece right here is a very heavy ceramic fireplace that someone painted brown at one time, and a lot of the paint has kind of chipped off here and there. So this, again, this is a piece where the integrity is there, but it just needs to be painted. And I mean, you have free range of whatever colors that you want this to be. I don't know of a name brand on it. I know Labrie did a lot of ceramic type fireplaces, so it could be that brand, but they also typically had, I don't know if they did just ceramic with nothing on them. A lot of their stuff looked more marbleized. So if you know anything about the fireplace, obviously feel free to leave me a little note on it. Now this coffee table here, this is just a typical wooden coffee table, but someone has hand painted some orange floral on the top of it with orange and green. And being that it was black and they did that, it kind of gave it an Asian flair. They also painted some floral on the sides as well for some nice added details. So this is a Betty's wooden miniature piece right here. This is the top shelf to either the 2-drawer bookcase or our 2-drawer storage base, or there was an open bookcase that this would have sat on top of. And all the pieces in that collection were for a children's bedroom in the dollhouse, and they all looked like tiny dollhouses for your dollhouse. So really cute line, and I'm hoping that I always love coming across this stuff. Hopefully there's some more in here. So this is in good shape. The back is a little rough because it looks like it had a sticker or something that was removed, so kind of has a dirty back, but otherwise the condition is nice. Okay, here we just have a very inexpensive coffee table with drawer, as I always call it, the remote control drawer right there, in a bright cherry finish. Most likely, I think that's Town Square miniature. All right, this is quite a find right here. This grand piano is gorgeous. This is a Bespaq piano, baby grand, I would say. There's probably a more specific type of piano that this is called. It has some beautiful gold trim. All the pedals are still there. The legs are in good shape. The keys on this piano are plastic. When you open it up, everything is there. The music sheet stand is in beautiful shape, has a lot of detail to it. The stand is also there that holds the top up. There's no issues in the staining. The hinges are in good shape also. And as I rub my finger along the edge and all around it, it does it feels almost like there's some inlay going on here. But I could be completely wrong. But it feels like the gold is inlaid. Beautiful, beautiful piano. All right, here we have a metal baby stroller or pram. I think this little blanket maybe went inside there. Not maybe originally, but very cute. Got a couple curtains here, pre-made curtains. They're not in the best of shape. Probably need a good dusting also. This little bear is adorable. Love this outfit. Of course, right away I think Dorothy. We've got a blue gingham dress on, a little pink heart right in the center, and the little joy of it is that it's also holding a little tiny toy duck, a little plushie. Oh my gosh, super cute articulating bear. Love it so much. Okay, so this piece is very interesting to me. It does appear to be a handmade item. All wood walnut finish. It does have a label on the bottom. However, as I really look at it, it does have some issues. It does look like maybe it's not damaged per se, but I think that the glue over time began to come apart, and so someone looks like maybe they tried to glue it back, and just over time it's kind of become kind of crusty, and that some of the pieces now it just needs to be re-glued, basically, is what I'm stumbling around trying to say here. But I love it. It's a really pretty day bed, and my first instinct was to say that it feels more Asian, but I don't know if that's necessarily true, because it just has, it's the legs that make me feel that way because they have the turned in legs. But I think that you could also use this in a Victorian setting probably. And although the stain is really pretty, you could even paint this. item. So this is also Bespaq right here. It's the baby cradle. It's unfortunate because it's missing a piece on the top and the fabric has kind of turned also. But right at the top, it probably had a baby mobile that came up and over, which is missing. You can see right there where it has been broken off, or maybe it just had an additional little embellishment piece there, but most likely it was a baby mobile, or maybe even a baby umbrella. No, probably not that, but anyway, everything else is there. It has the cream color and it has been lightly painted with a floral date, and it's been painted with floral decorations, so it's still really cute, but man, what a bummer. This is a Bespaq piece also. This is a store display in the white, and it would be good for cakes or, of course, any display. I don't know. When I think white display, I really want to put cakes in it, and I don't know why. But anyway, unfortunately, it's missing a glass piece. Of course, Bespaq typically always uses real glass versus like the plastic inserts, and one of the plastic pieces in the back has been broken out. This is a really cute upholstered living room set. So we've got the sofa and accent chair in this tan color with blue stripes and floral accents. So the label on the bottom says A Muffins. Never heard of this brand, never heard of this person, but these are really very cute. Very soft on the top, comfy. They have a comfy, cozy vibe, and they're in nice shape. There's no damage to the fabric that I'm seeing, no pulling away from glue or anything like that. And, you know, I think they're just lovely little pieces. All right, so moving on to, I just have a foam core table here that someone has dressed in this really cute pink floral fabric. Overall, nice condition, just a tad bit of a mini hold residue on the front, but that's not too bad. Typically, we're putting a whole bunch of stuff on our tables anyway, and so that would be something that would probably not ever really be seen or noticed. So then I have these other little bistro tables here with the heart-shaped back. I have 3 of them with this stripe and a trim on the front, but one of them has a different colored trim on the front, and I'm not seeing a 4th chair. Those have a tall back, and I think they would go better with that other white table that I said earlier was a little tall, and I think that they would look okay together, although I'm doubting that those are the original pieces together. So here is the other pink wicker piece that went with the chair. This is the sofa done up in the same adorable way with the pink bows and the ribbons, the adorable fabric on the seat, and then it does have a nice ribbon trim that goes all the way around. So I'm guessing that this was probably a kit that someone did, and they did a pretty good job on it. I think it looks really nice. No artist signature or anything like that on either one of the pieces, but I definitely will sell them together because they obviously belong together. All right, now again, another beautiful fireplace, beautiful finish. This does have the Bespaq sticker on it, so I know for a fact that this one is a walnut Bespaq fireplace. It has some really gorgeous detail. Again, the finish is very pretty on it. No damage that I'm seeing, no issues with it, thank God. But I do want to look at the other fireplace with it because I do want to kind of compare the finish just to see if I feel confident in saying that the other one is also a Bespaq. And I'm thinking that yes, that the other one is, even though it doesn't have the sticker. All right, so here's just a plain black, I'm guessing a piano bench. Maybe it went with the Shackman, or maybe I should sell it with that Shackman piano. It probably is Shackman, but it probably was walnut initially. Here is another Bespaq chair. This is great. I haven't had a lot of Bespaq lately, so I'm incredibly thrilled to have come across it. This is a vanity chair, beautiful shape, cream fabric. It all looks good. I'm not seeing any issues with glue or discoloration. Nothing seems to be coming apart on it. It doesn't look like it had any repairs in the past. It's just a beautiful little chair with the rolled over scroll arms and the really pretty legs on it. So happy about that. Good shape. All right, so here is a hand painted dining hutch in black. It seems that it came in black, that it was originally a black piece and then someone hand painted on the front. And again, Asian themed, certainly, with the orange dots. You know, they did a pretty good job. I don't have any signature on it. The issues that I am seeing is that they used probably white glue to glue some items inside the case. And so I'm seeing some white glue, you know, dried, obviously clear, but the shininess of some glue residue on the inside of the cabinet. The other issue I see is it looks like the top where the finial is and the top trim, it looks like that was broken off at one point, and then someone did re-glue it and they didn't really do a clean job. So the glue, you can see the shininess of it, and it looks like it might have been super glue that they used. So you can kind of see that on the top. There's a loose vase in there that I'm trying to get out because it's just rolling around. But anyway, so other than that, which you wouldn't really see that in the dollhouse if it was sitting inside your dollhouse because it's to the back, it is a really pretty piece, and I'm going to guess that it's probably the only one. So it is an original, most likely. There's probably not a lot of these out there, if they even did more than one. Anyway, it is a grand piece. It's certainly a centerpiece item if you put this in your dollhouse or room box. And then we have a bright cherry table right here. I would say it could be an end table, maybe a hall table. It's certainly an accent table, and it's in really nice shape, very pretty, and again, very, very cherry finish. I know that, I guess you could call it mahogany, but it is, you know, it's a little bit more red than like a deep mahogany burgundy look. All right, another Bespaq piece. This is fabulous. So here is a plant stand or a stand for a bust. What I love about it, it has the crane legs on it. So it has the 3 crane legs. Nice finish on it. Very delicate. I'm quite impressed that this is not damaged. I'm just sitting in here. All right, another baby pram. A little stroller here, white metal stroller. It has a blue lace pillow and blanket on the inside. And of course you can see it has the umbrella top. I like these, and I've had many of them in my eBay store. To me, they always feel slightly larger than a 12 scale. Here is another shelf, a metal shelf. This one is not true white. This one almost has more of like a cream color to it. Good condition, very simple. Obviously could be used in the kitchen or the garden or like a garden shed or something like that. Very cool, very nice. All right, here is a round, low profile coffee table, and it is in a walnut finish, needs a little bit of cleaning, has a small little chip on the corner that could be remedied with a little stain pen, and then on the bottom of it, it says Sterling Hall, which, as I was saying in the beginning of the video, is the precursor for Bespaq. And then right here, we have a really nice baby changing table. I don't know if the changing pad is the original one to the piece. It fits in there really lovely, as though it did come that way. On the side, it does look like someone added this little towel hanging, the towel hanger and towel. I like it. It's not awful. Of course, you could modify it to meet whatever needs you have, but it's in good shape. Here are 2 ideal petite princess grandfather clocks. One is missing the finial, but the body and everything is in really good shape. And the other one has the finial, but the body's in really bad shape. So together they are one fabulous clock. All right, what's next? We're actually getting to the bottom of this. I can't believe it. Okay, so this little nightstand is, first of all, it's plastic. I thought it was wood, but it is plastic. I don't see a name brand on it, and the drawer does not open. It's a faux drawer. There's nothing underneath. Here we have another white single metal chair. Okay, and here is another question mark on this piece, because this buffet I have seen by Town Square Miniatures many times, but typically I see it in a mahogany finish. The paint job on it feels like it's done by the manufacturer, and it also has these very delicately and beautifully painted floral on it, which reminds me of the white Bespaq painted floral pieces, okay? However, look at the hardware. It's just standard run-of-the-mill hardware, and the piece in of itself is not very like high-end. It's not a high-end piece. So tell me what you think it is. Also on the bottom, I don't see a little gazebo because I was thinking Town Square Miniature. But again, it's the flowers and the way it's painted is what's throwing me off. The little gold sticker just says like made in Taiwan, but you know, both Town Square and Bespaq were both made in Taiwan. So I'll try to get some close-ups of that. Okay. And what else? Here we have a baby shelf by Pity Pat Miniatures. I've had Pity Pat a few different times in the eBay store. This is super cute. It's just a nice little side shelf. You've got, it has a baby blankets inside, but I'll put that aside. And then the shelf itself is in really nice shape. And Pity Pat baby furniture, she always used little baby stickers and stuff, little decals to add some extra cuteness to her pieces. All right, and then look at this organ. This is beautiful, good shape. Again, that really bright cherry finish versus the deeper mahogany finish. The organ pipes are wooden and painted gold. The keys on this piece are plastic. And then this one does have the music box element. So we'll go ahead and turn that and see if it works. And it does. All right, everybody. So that was the last piece in today's treasure reveal. I hope that you found something that you just can't live without. And if you did, you can now jump on over to my eBay website, which is Whitney Libri Events, where everything that you saw here today should be posted. If you recognize any items that I didn't know something about, or if you want to add any information to the pieces that I showed just for others to learn from you also, feel free to go ahead and put those in the comments. I know it was weird to have a What's New Wednesday on Friday, but I do hope that you enjoyed it today. I hope that you have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you next time. Bye!